all of those internal processes. So you double check yourself, constantly monitoring yourself, or at least the people I know are constantly monitoring themselves. And when they don't feel safe, warm, full, sexy, or like themselves, they do self-destructive behaviors. And they have automatic negative thoughts, and then they have self-limiting beliefs. So when we don't feel good about ourselves, then we want a candy, a gum, a chocolate, a beer, a wine, sex, shopping, gambling, anything that's outside instead of meditating and going internal. And that's why you have to start your day and end your day with meditation. That is your chance to zero balance. That's why you need an altar in your bedroom and an altar in your living room. And for me, my kitchen is also my altar. So my spices are my alchemical mixes, my pots and pans. Everything is magical and mystical and spiritual in my kitchen. So you've got to create these spaces where you zero balance. Eating food, chewing 32 times before you swallow. All this is important. So when we meditate, we can self-monitor. Am I fearful? Am I worried? Am I angry? Am I sad? Am I lonely? What's going on with my emotional turmoil? Now, negative emotions are not bad. They're just an alarm bell, just like pain. It's an alarm, something's wrong right now. What is it? So, I sit still. So, I'll go over here and I'll play this, or I'll go here and I'll play the drums, or I have a xylophone, or I'll bang the gong. So I have all these tools for transformation to zero balance whenever I feel anxious. Some people get up in the morning, they smoke a joint. Other people get up, drink a beer. Other people get up and go for a run. But whatever it is, you have to be consistent, and it's got to be good for your body. And that's why you meditate as soon as you wake up. And that's why you meditate just before you go to bed. All this is critical, because without that, you're not going to be consistent with your Qigong. Okay? So, DJ Kitty, advance.
You're live on YouTube.
So we're going to walk in a circle. This is called the Cherokee Stomp Dance. So this is the prelude of getting rid of stored anger. So you're going to step and then drag the foot. Now I exaggerated. It's just a regular step. And then you can go into shaking your hands. So this song is called Our Sacred Earth. And the earth gives off a pulsed electromagnetic field of 8 cycles per second. So every time you stomp, kidney 1 is receiving that electromagnetic energy.
For an invitation to the Blue Dragon Tribe, text 66866 and message the word Blue Dragon. That's one word.
So we're going to do hip swings. So we're gonna do hip swings just like we do in the Qi dance, Open Your Heart Qi dance. So I want you to understand exactly what's going on. So at the base of the pelvis is attached to the thigh bone. Okay, so if you bend over and you press, you can feel where that's attached. And then it's also attached. So if you put your hands on your hips and you go into the spine, so it's attached here and it's attached here. So your pelvis rotates this way. Your pelvis also rotates side to side. Now anxiety will cause the hamstring to tighten, which locks the pelvis at the bottom. Fear will cause the quadratus lumborum muscles to tighten, which will lock the pelvis at the top. So fear and anxiety attack the body for muscle contraction. So this is called the penetrating or the thrusting channel or the exercise, okay? So this looks like downhill skiing or cross-country skiing, okay? Not rowboating. But rowing in a gym, rowing in a gym, a rowing machine in a gym, that works, or skiing, or even the elliptical, all those things work. And of course, dancing, that works. And of course, sex works as well. But when you have anxiety, you're not thinking about sex, really. But having sex will prevent the buildup of anxiety. Right, DJ Kitty? So, these are the things that we want to do to get rid of anxiety and fear, to free the pelvis. So the exercise is you sink your chi, you rotate, and then you go up, and then you go down. And then you go up, and then you go down. So it's a rolling infinity. Now, I tell people, put your hands right on the hip bone. So I have some sad news. Effie Chow, who is one of my biggest supporters in California, she put me on the world stage with the National Qigong Association back in 1999. So once I came out as the master of the Blue Dragon system, I went to meet with her. David Way made the introduction, and she invited me to her hotel room, and I did a whole presentation on the Blue Dragon system. And Effie Chow said, "You're brilliant, Dr. Love. I'm going to put you on the program." And because of Effie Chow, I became this world famous Qigong instructor. Effie Chow just passed a week ago. And this was one of the exercises that she taught me. And this was called beauty waste. Guess how many times she said you're supposed to do this one? 700 times. 90% of the people in her classes were women. And for many years, 90% of the people in my classes were women. It's only recently, the last 3 years, that I've been getting men into my Qigong class. So I'm really, really happy that guys are interested in Qigong. And I'm really, really happy that men are interested in Qigong Tantra. Usually it's only women who are interested in Qigong Tantra. Okay, now we're going to reverse. So now we're going to lift up and go back.